How was your training session, brother?
Um, Went in there to try to get as much done. It's just hard right now with this whole um property shit with putting the house on the market, doing full renovation and everything. So I'm just ready to get this part over with so I can get knee deep into this damn prep.
I can imagine. I can imagine. Right, I'll do my quick intro, and then we'll just jump
Okay.
straight into it. Yeah.
Okay. Does it look cool?
Yeah, you look good. Look good. We checked your hair.
Be like, eh. Okay.
Yo, what up, guys? It's your boy Williams Fitness back again with another video. So obviously we got Macctrucc on. I've been wanting Mac on the channel for literally ages. We've been going back and forth over a few weeks. Mac knows I've got a lot of love for him, like on a personal, humble level. A lot of people who don't know or may not know who Macctrucc is, and I'm going to skip over this bit very quickly. Obviously, Mac burst onto the scene with Rich Piana like 2, 3, probably even 4 years ago now. Obviously, we had the Piana days, the 5%, and a lot's happened since Piana up to today. And that's sort of the thing I want to touch on. Obviously, what happened after with joining Ambrosia Collection. Obviously, you've teamed up with a lot of people over the last 2 to 3 years. You got your pro card. So where did it all begin? From obviously, I don't really want to touch on any of the Piana shit because that's all just fucking. I want to get into details about Macctrucc.
Shit, where to begin? It's just like just to skim past Rich, like that was pretty much my foundation.
Yeah.
You know, Rich Piana, when I met him, oh man, it was so long ago at the first Anaheim Expo. We connected right away. As soon as we met each other, I was there as a spectator. As soon as we met each other, we exchanged numbers. And that following day, we started filming. And we just worked ever since. So that was my foundation. Rich Piana is the actual one that made Macctrucc name a household name. He the one that turned my name from a signature to an autograph. So that's my foundation. Can't take nothing away from it. And from that point on, it just brought everybody else's attention to me trying to figure out what it is about Macctrucc. He's so unique. So I came across a lot of great people. Some wasn't genuine, some are, and that's just how life is. So like right now I'm around a great group of guys and women that actually support my journey. I do the same for theirs, and like right now it's Macctrucc time. So people can hear and see that I'm not what everybody painted me to be. Everybody painted me to be this guy that goes start shit instead of looking at the bigger picture, and that I wasn't the one instigating the shit, but I wasn't going to back down regardless how big a person is over me. And after the smoke cleared, everybody realized, like, damn, this dude's a family man before anything. I put my kids first, my wife first, and then I find time for my career and my friends and everything. So the whole bodybuilding thing, it used to be a fantasy for me. It was never nothing that I took serious all the way up to me turning pro. I was about to back out of the competition because my marriage was on the rocks. Like, we were about to go through the whole divorce situation and everything because of me shedding her out of my career. I'm like, you work your job, this is my job, I'll do it by myself and everything, which wasn't the right thing to do. So once I had to look at myself in her shoes, I was like, wow, okay, I dropped the ball. Let me pick it up. Let me humble myself. And I got my mind back into competing. In the last 2 weeks, I put my mind and my body through a whole lot of intense training and intense focus, and I wind up becoming a pro. So now it's not just Macctrucc, the guy that sucker punched Piana. It's Macctrucc IFBB Pro. the guy that sucker punched Rihanna. You know, they got to put that IFBB Pro up there.
Well, firstly, I just want to say, do you know what? Mad respect for you just bringing up the whole marriage side. This is partly why I genuinely have a lot of love for you. It's nothing to do with bodybuilding for me. That's like a bonus on the side. I love you because, and I don't mean like love in like a weird way, but like,
Oh, now I know.
I'm just pointing that out there. There's trolls, but you are a family man.
Right.
You are very, very open. Like you just openly then, you know, came out about, you know, your marriage, your personal life, and you just put it all out there so people can see the real Macctrucc, the real person behind the social media persona. And that's what I love about you. There's no bullshit. There's no, you know, you're not your own hype man. And everything that you put out there, you know, you can fully stand by with morals as well. And that's what I love about you personally. So following on from, obviously, you know, your marriage situation, you obviously got the pro card. Now, what sort of prep did you have to put yourself through? Obviously you had the shitty circumstances with the strain that it put on your personal life. What was it like going from like normal day-to-day training and then obviously teaming up with Psycho to then going, right, I've got to really step this game up now to obviously be the best Macctrucc I can be? What sort of was the process there?
Oh man, it was mainly mental for me. You know, beside beating it out of my body because I had to mentally prepare through some high intensity training. And Psycho, he devoted all of his focus into preparing me for that style of training. So it was rough because I had to drop my kids off at school, pick them up, try to do homework with them, which their homework is past my level now. It's fuck to do kids. So to wake so early just to start taking in my chemistry, and what people don't, chemistry is the my gear, from growth hormone to my insulin, um my testosterone oils and all of that. That wasn't scheduled as far as a time like 6 o'clock, wake your ass up and do this, go back to sleep on an empty stomach. It was like being in boot camp. It was really intense boot camp. Like I didn't miss any training. Like if I have to go to the office, to headquarters of Ambrosia, I go there, film workout, and then I still have to come out back to my side of town and train at night with Psycho. So I never half step with him. And the amount of food was crazy because I'm a person that I normally like to just snack throughout the day. I would fast 16 hours a day on a normal. So I'll probably do one meal because I don't really care for eating. So it was hard for me to be able to get 6 to 7 full meals in. And out of the 6 to 7 meals, 2 of them was shake meals. So it was protein powder, scoops of peanut butter, packs of oatmeal, pie filler. It was like a ton of fucking calories and protein and carbs. It was crazy. It was like my roughest prep, like the food intake, it was crazy. Like, and then the training, every training session felt like leg day. You know, leg day is always the worst. Arm day felt like leg day. Back day felt like leg day. It was to the point where I wake up and I'll be like, fuck, like I gotta go back into this fucking gym. It wasn't fun anymore. It was like a fucking like torture. It wasn't even a job. It was working a job that you hate, right? But the outcome was beautiful, you know. And I went from being 200 and like 10 pounds, my heaviest. Also, it was like 210 pounds, and I shot all the way up to 244, something like that, all lean mass, because I have to grow into competitions. Off season, I'm small as shit. I'm like 208 pounds. Like, so when it's time for prep, because I can't put on a lot of mass, I can't put on a lot of body fat to walk around 280, 300 pounds. So I always have to work my way up into the competition to where I'm on stage at 230, 225, and shit like that. So, and Psycho didn't understand that at first. So he was thinking that I wanted to eat shit food just because. And it took him 2 days to realize, like, damn, he really need to eat this shit because I lost 13 pounds in a matter of a day and a half when we was doing an all clean diet. So we had to mix it up with my style that I know work, which is clean food, dirty food, clean food, dirty food. And a lot of people's, like, I had different coaches that didn't believe me and they thought that I was just trying to cheat on my diet, and I got dropped. Like, I literally been dropped by everyone that ever helped me.
Wow.
And it got to the point to where with this prep, I was trying to figure out, like, damn, what it is about me. You know, then I had to, like, just realize, like, my body is kind of too complicated for them to want to take the risk of me going out there and losing, and with the style of eating that I have to do, to where to make them look like a bad coach. So I get it. I understand it. I'm not going to hold none of them against the wall with a rifle or anything for doing it. But I just know I learned my body. I know how it works. And as long as I get up every day and force feed myself and get in the gym and train, I'll come out with the same result that I just came out with a month ago.
Okay, so following on from that, then obviously you let's say we get to D-Day. You were obviously there. Was Chris there with you?
Yes, Chris was there the whole way. With my prep, he was there the whole way. I didn't see any signs of us not gonna work together again until I took my break, because I always give my body 4 to 5 weeks off when I do a full-blown cycle of doing nothing. And that's where the ambrosia supplements came in handy, because the nectar for all my organs, the mental juice to get my mental mind state back normal, the plant-based to get my stomach back shrunk down from all of that whey protein powder and shit. Like, that's where all of that come in handy for me.
Don't you have your own, like, sort of stack on the ambrosia site that's like your specific, everything that you take? What's actually in that?
In the all gas no break stack is outright bars, is mental juice, is nectar, is planta, and I also want them to add muwendo in there next, because I use muwendo to repair my ligaments in my joints, because I have knee issues. And lately, since I've been getting treatment from Dr. Trumpy and staying on top of my muwendo, I can actually squat again. I haven't been able to squat in quite a few years.
Yeah,
so
I
I
noticed
can actually
on
squat.
on Instagram you posted, I think there's 2 clips now. You up to like 3 plates aside on a Smith machine, weren't you? I think.
Yeah.
How does that feel
mind.
getting that back?
Oh my God! Like, I forgot squats targets glutes and hamstrings. Every fucking rep hurt it. I forgot that my knees, like, I had a problem with my knees because my fucking glutes and hamstrings hurt it so bad going down with every rep. And I'm talking about warming up with just the one wheel on each side with just 135 pounds. That shit hurt. So I was like, damn, do I go up more or do I stay here? I was like, that shit hurt it. My body really needed squats badly. Squats, like, I built my legs and kept them up off a leg press and doing like 20 sets of leg press, but you need squats. Like, those that say you don't need squats are full of shit, because they are full of shit. Because, man, like, dude, it's been 2 weeks now. My fucking glutes and hamstrings are still fucking hurting. They still hurt. And I'm like, damn, like, I better not blow these knees out.
So obviously are you competing in May, isn't it?
Yes, May 23rd. That's the Cal State. It's a local show in my city, so people are gonna come from all over, of course, but I don't think it's gonna be any large names. I do know Brad Rowe gonna be up in there. That was one of my nutritionists. That was one of my coaches before too.
Yeah.
I know Brad Rowe is gonna be in it. Mo My buddy Mo that turned pro the same night as me, he's gonna do it, and everybody else I don't know. So I prefer to not know who's gonna be in competitions with me, so I can solely stay focused on my lane and
Yeah.
like just put myself through the ringer so I could bring my, because that was my first time bringing 100%. Like I just my whole bodybuilding career been what 20 years, 19, 20 years, and I always just gave like 60% because I'm like, oh, my genetics, I don't have to do cardio, which still I only did for that prep. I did an hour and like maybe 35 minutes total of cardio
For
for
the
that
whole prep.
competition the whole entire time, the
Fuck.
whole entire prep. Um, yeah, it blew Psycho mind too because he like, damn, I gotta have you do cardio the ending of your prep because you're gonna eat your muscle up because my metabolism is just too fast. So I said this prep, I'm gonna do cardio 15 minutes on the bike like every other day, just so I could be a little sharper and pray that I don't I don't waste away.
But I don't like you anymore. Fuck your genetics. Okay, one of the questions I wanted to ask is how, obviously, you had the issue leading up to the show with the strain on your relationship. How do you now balance the work and social media life with the home, personal, family life? Like, which comes, obviously, family's going to come first, but how are you sort of leading the way with that?
Well, actually, it's kind of the same. What I'm doing now that's different is being more open to listen to what my wife input, letting her have a voice instead of backing her up in a corner, having her feel like it's just my way because she never really say much to me, so I never knew that I was doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
So now just actually listening to her, giving her the chance and the opportunity to actually give me her input on what she think I should do because she also knows my body pretty well too. Like when I drop off too much, she be like, I think you need to start adding your donuts in. You need to add your ice cream in. We went to the grocery store last night. She picked up 3 containers of fucking Ben and Jerry's peanut butter cup and was like, I think it's time that you start putting this ice cream in because you gotta put your weight on. So it's just me letting her be a part of it. It's the only thing that I'm doing different because I know how to balance the kids, which is still stressful. You know, you're a single dad. It's fucking stressful. So I'm still like that. I balance pretty well. The company, I balance well. The only good thing now with this prep, instead of me, because I had to put Ambrosia on a back burner for the 3 months that I was getting ready for this competition, the whole 12 weeks. I put them on a back burner. Mike Rashid, Sean Trabati, Mark Loebleiner, they were so supportive. They didn't give me any grief on not being there, not promoting the brand or anything. Mike drove way out from Costa Mesa out here to LA, which is like an hour gap from each other. So he pretty much put 2 hours on the road to come out to support me. And the whole time he just was like, whatever you need. And then I had Jay Cutler constantly like just getting irritated with me because I'll go on his website and just order stuff. And he'd be like, Big Mac, stop fucking doing that. Just let me send you what you want. I got tons of the shit. I'll just send it to you. Please stop fucking doing that, Big Mac. And I'll be like, Jay, I'm just trying to support a friend. Let me support my friend business. Can I do that? So Jay be like, fuck. So then I talk to Dave, right? Dave be like, Big Mac, Jay be so hot when you order stuff, but I be telling him like, you just want to like support him, and Jay don't understand it. I say, yeah, I know. So Jay got me a belt
Saw her on
made.
Instagram. Yeah, yeah.
That was actually bigger than winning my pro card to me because it's like here's somebody I've been idolizing, following their career, and then had the opportunity to become friends with, really good friends with this man, and him getting me something like that for turning pro. Nobody got me anything for me turning pro. You know, it wasn't really nothing. I didn't expect anything like that. So he texts my phone. And Jay normally would just DM me, but he texts me. He like, I'm sending you something, Big Macctrucc. So I was like, oh shit, he about to send me my amplifier, my Prevail. So now I don't have to order it. So I said yes. So I get a box, and it was like, it wasn't a huge box like normally, right? I was like, damn, he only sent me one of each. Jay cold-blooded. He just told me, stop going on the website, and he fucking just sent me one of each. I'm like, what the fuck is this, right? So I opened the box, see the belt, and it just blew my fucking mind. I was like, holy shit. And it was a note, and he was just like, dude, you're a really good friend, and I just wanted to do something nice for you. It was like, because you're great. And like the whole incident with Rich Piana, he was in my corner the whole way. He was telling people like, if Big Mac did that, trust me, Rich did something
Amazing.
to him. Do that. He was like, he's a good kid. He don't that he somebody had to do something to him for that. So he was in my corner the whole entire way. And so for me to get a gift like that, it meant more to me than my pro card, because he constantly was on me about completing the show, because he knew the whole thing with my marriage situation. Because I told him, we
Yeah.
talked about, he was just like, stay focused on all of the good things. I've been there before. Stay focused. And then when he didn't see me post anything on Instagram for a few days, he'll hit me up like, dude, just tell me you're okay. I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. Then he'll wait a couple of days. He'll hit me back. Tell me you're doing a show. I'm like, I'm doing a show. Fuck yeah. So Jay, the whole time, he never seen me this focused. He'll always say, Big Mac, no more Oreos. Stop prepping with Oreos. So I actually went cold turkey on Oreos for a few years. And one of my good friends, Chris, he's in the East Coast. He sent me some Green Bay Packers stuff and 2 packs of Oreos. So I ate a few of them out of there out of respect for my friend. But I was like, fuck, Jay is gonna fucking kill me. So I had to back off of the Oreos again, because I've been doing really well going cold turkey without being on the Oreos.
And now you got Mark Lobliner sending you boxes of outright bars.
Like Mark, me and Mark are exactly alike. Like our mouth, the way we talk, like we are exactly alike. I told him, send me a fanny pack. I'm wearing the fanny pack right now. So I said, send me a fanny pack. He said, yeah, and I'm going to send you a shitload of outright bars. I said, don't send me that shit. I don't want no more of those. You know already, I have a hard time with outright bars. I try to eat a box a day. Don't send them. He was like, okay. I get the fucking boxes filled with outright bars. Yeah, and I immediately ate like, what, 3 of them, like right away. I was like, come on, dude. So Mark is another person that loves to torture me when it comes to the fucking snacks.
So how did the relationship with you and Jay Cutler come about then? Where did that all start?
Because of the Oreos. He saw me on YouTube eating Oreos. He was at the LA Fit Expo. There was a lot of people around him. I was about to walk up because I had previously got autographed pictures from Jay years before all of this even came about and everything. And he walks clean up to me. He was like, you're the guy. I said, huh? He said, you're the guy on the video that eat all the Oreos. And then he just shook my hand. And I was like, holy shit, Jay seen the video with me eating Oreos. And he was blown away because he like, you're always in shape and you eating shit ass food. I'm like, I don't know. It just works.
Wow, that
Yeah.
is awesome. That is awesome. So moving on from that then, final sort of question, just to let obviously the audience know, who other than say Jay Cutler, I think is obviously one of the key people in your life at the minute, who would you say in the industry has actually mentored you and helped you become a better person, not just so much in the bodybuilding and fitness industry, but who's like helped you develop as a better individual?
Mike Rashid. Mike Rashid, like people think me and Mike Rashid just started being friends like this past year. Me and Mike was actually, we had 2 years already into being friends, building a friendship. We would just, periodically text or DM each other's when he see me backsliding. He'd be like, bro, that's not the way to go. You got to remember, our color, we can't do stuff like that. He was like, because you represent me, I represent you. Let's try to find a different way of thinking and doing things. So Mike Rashid right now is like, he's number one in my life with keeping me grounded and everything. He's a real older brother. Like, if we had the same blood, that wouldn't even make us close as we are. So Mike Rashid, I say Mike Rashid and Jay Cutler are the main two peoples in my life that just give it to me gun barrel straight and care about my well-being outside of what can I do for them. So yeah, Mike, that's the guy. He and I do the same for him too. When Mike do some crazy shit, I calls him on it. We call each other on the shit. And what I like is when he tell me something, right away I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna do better with that. Most people get offended and get all
Yeah, yeah.
defensive. And if I say the same thing with him, he be like, all right, you know what? All right,
So it
maybe
also,
you're right.
so it becomes like constructive criticism. So you take it on board
Yeah,
and then
we
actually
both
utilize it.
we both give each other constructive criticism. We give each other full support. Like he's like, that's my guy. That's my guy. He took a chance to deal with me when everybody else said fuck me. Him and Jay have been the main two people that have really large platforms to not care about what everybody else said, to not turn their back on me and just say fuck Macctrucc, And at that time when Mike did it, it was when I was pretty much having everybody coming at me and I was just going to war battling with everyone. But there's not a person in fitness, in this business, even walking on the face of this earth, that can ever say that I started anything with them. I'm a defense person and I'm a man that don't have a medium. I'm either really cool or I'm all the way over the top. And I just like to stay cool and out of the way.
Okay, perfect. That's absolutely fantastic answer. So to wrap up then, is there anything that you want to say to obviously my subscribers, whether it's regards to your Ambrosia collection, your up and coming show? Quentin did this amazing, I had Quentin Beastwood on last night. He did this amazing power speech and it was just like, when you're watching Rocky and he's talking to his son, it was this big power speech and I was like, damn. But is there anything you want to sign off with, Mac?
Nah, I'm like, we pretty much covered everything. And I just want to thank you again because you was the first person with a platform, blogger, YouTuber, and everything to actually give me some spotlight as far as turning a pro and not holding the whole dark cloud of, oh, this guy try to get famous off of punching someone, and then you focused on me being a father and a husband in that whole video, and it blew my fucking mind. So to have someone that I don't know is even paying attention to me, that can relate to me, was amazing. So that video alone will always be my all-time favorite YouTube video that's out. That's my fave.
Shit.
Yeah.
To be honest, it was probably one of my favorite videos to make because it was about you, and I do genuinely have like a lot of love and respect for you as a father. And obviously, like I said, the bodybuilding side of it is just a bonus. I respect the content you put out and you as an individual. But genuinely, that means so much to me, Mark. Honestly, I can't thank you enough for that. I'm feeling a bit choked up, brother. You got me.
It was a real big deal for me. That was a really big deal. I watched it like so many times, and then I sent it out to so many people like, man, you got to see this. You got to see this video. You got to see this video. I'm like, this guy on the other side of the pond just made a fucking video about me and not talking about what the fuck I did to someone.
Yeah, I think you've moved on like far. That's why I didn't really want to touch on the piano stuff at all. I think that's so far in the past now, and you've made so much progression with being an entrepreneur, your family business, training, getting your pro card. It was just a non-conversation. And the only reason I'm mentioning briefly is because it was sort of like you say, the foundation that started your social media life, I suppose.
Right.
So to sign off then, Mac, thank you so much for coming on. This is probably one of, if not the most important interviews for me. Like I said, I can't put you on a high enough pedestal in this industry because there's so many people that are just posting the same shit and it's so repetitive. And I think you put out genuine content and you are just a genuine, humble guy. So all of my followers, all my subscribers, fans, Macctrucc's Instagram has been on the screen the entire time. I suggest I highly recommend you go over and drop him a follow. He's just an absolute legend. Mac, thank you so much, brother. And on that note, guys, Ab and me, you and you. Peace.
Peace.